Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Gaming with Goody. And in this episode, we're going to be discussing and reviewing one of my most favorite series of games, the Borderlands series. This is Borderlands 3, and a lot of favorite characters are back. I always loved the Borderlands series, and the reason it took me over 2 weeks to get a review to this game is because I wanted to play it and get the feel of it and give you my real thoughts about this game. You can see that the vending machines are back. You know, the Marcus, the arms dealer is back. Dr. Zed is back. Claptrap is back. Mordecai. I mean, a lot of people. Tiny Tina's all grown up. So there's a lot of people from the other Borderlands games that are back. Okay, and what I thought about this game, you know, there's new bad people, enemies to go after, called the Calypso twins. You can see that there are new vehicles, like this gnarly, it's kind of like, almost like Axle looking thing off of Twisted Metal. You get to ride in this tire, and it has these like turret guns and everything. It's really cool. Another thing about this game is that you can travel to different planets, so you're not just confined to Pandora. So the game is pretty big, actually, and there are a lot, and I do mean a lot, of boss battles. There's mini boss battles, there's big boss battles, there's different kinds of guns, there's, you know, for example, there's corrosion, electrical guns, you know, then you can combine them. There's different kinds of manufacturers of the guns. Your character's going to have a special power, and you get to upgrade that as you go along in the game, because it's kind of like an RPG game too, and adventure all in one. You see, this game is you level up with experience, and you become stronger, and you get skill points for your special power. And I became Moe's the like gun person. She has this kind of like exoskeleton suit, as you can see right here. She transforms into that, and you just can customize it in so many different ways. It's really awesome. And you can even be playing co-op and have the second player get on top of that too. You can see the bosses, and they're pretty epic. They really are. There are a lot of bosses in this game, kind of like Borderlands 2, but there's more. And the graphics are really, I wouldn't say over the top better than Borderlands 2, but they're crisp and more clear. Okay, this game is very fun. You can have people join in your game anytime. You can even play split screen. Like I said, there are new bad guys. You know, there's the Calypso twins, and you have to fight, you know, through different planets to get pieces to the vault key. And, you know, it's a big adventure on the way. You're going to have fun. Let me talk about some bad things about the game. I don't know if they just didn't finish the game and polish it near the end, but this is strictly my opinion. They're coming out, as of this review, they have 1.03 update out, and it's getting better. But when I first started playing this game, it would lag. Like, it seemed like it was taking up the hardware resources of the PS4. I'm playing it on a regular slim PS4, by the way, not a PlayStation 4 Pro, which those problems might not exist on that at all. But when you switch through the weapons, you use the top L1 and R1 to switch through your menus. It kind of lags and goes really slow. The controls are different. At first, I didn't like them at all, and they just really took getting some used to, especially when you're driving the vehicles. It felt a little different than the previous Borderlands games. But, some other things I didn't like as much. Let me think here. When I played split screen, local, it drug. I mean, the frame rate dropped really, really bad, and it was very aggravating. So, I think that they need to optimize this game so that it's not going to be using all the resources like that. It feels like it wasn't quite finished yet, and they rushed it out a little bit. But this being a massive game that it is, and having the variety of characters and the same Borderlands characters and gameplay, a different voice does Claptrap. There's different people that does a few of the voices, but they're so close that you're not really going to pay any difference anyway. Another gripe and complaint is that the jokes aren't that funny in the game. I'm not for sure if I'm the only one that thinks that, but you guys can chime in the comment section below and let me know. But all these things, since I'm a true Borderlands fan, I can live with it all. And I'm going to wait as they do the updates and hope that they optimize this game to make it faster, and to optimize the game and to let the overall game run smoother. The frame rate, it needs to stay consistent. It needs to feel smooth, and that would fix a lot of gripes on my end, especially when you're playing multiplayer like split screen or online, because I think it suffers really bad there. Also, even the menu systems, if they could fix that from being kind of juddery and laggy, that is just kind of aggravating. But having so many different kind of bosses and characters and action, where I'm a Borderlands fan, I'm definitely going to recommend this game. I really like this game, and I've gotten used to the controls, even though I think they're a little different. I do think the game overall could have been better. I think they could have done the graphics better. It just felt like they started working on this game maybe years ago. This is just my theory, and that they just kind of built off of it as they went and stayed on the same kind of engine, the graphical engine and everything, but I'm not for sure on that. But it is still acceptable, and they've put enough new characters, new weapons, just a lot of new surprises and elements and bosses, just a lot of epic things in this game that is definitely going to make it worth it to the average consumer, but also to the Borderlands fans, and that is what I am, as a Borderlands fan. So I am very happy with this game. Even though I think it could have been better, I still think that they put enough content and enough hours of play into this game to make this game worthwhile. And I even think the replay value will be pretty good, because they're going to be adding different loot, and it also unlocks a different difficulty level and different things in the game. So this game has great replay value, and overall I'm going to give this game a 9 out of 10 stars, because I think it's that great. It's a must have. You need to pick up this game if you haven't got it already, and you need to make some time and play this thing away, because there's a lot of grinding in this game to get your character at a higher level and to keep leveling up and becoming more powerful. and leveling up and becoming more powerful. And like I said, there's different kinds of weapons. They have like light, electric, corrosive, like acid damage, fire. You know, you have all those elemental sort of damages, and added to your weapons. You have different shields that are variations of that, and guns, and you put all of those together and you mix them up, and that's where they used to say Borderlands, a bazillion guns. And it's almost true. I mean, there's just so many combinations and variations that you can have in this game. The possibilities are almost endless. And there's also, I must say, like a little puzzle element to the game. Which I'm going to say this. There are a few glitches in this game as of this update. There are a few main missions that you can go on, and like you're supposed to be fighting the bad people, the enemies on the screen, and you'll kill them all, and then the game doesn't progress. Well, of course, it doesn't break the game, but what you can do is you just save, exit out, and then load the game back up and hit continue, and it'll reload that mission, and then it won't be glitched out. So there are a few glitches in this game as of this review. But like I said, despite all of that, I give this game a 9 out of 10 stars. It's definitely worth getting if you're a Borderlands fan, or if you're just a casual consumer who loves RPG games. And like I said, you're going to need a lot of time to grind and play this game. So, you have to be careful. You don't want to make your boyfriend or girlfriend, whichever you may have, your significant other, that's it. You don't want to make them mad by spending too much time on the video games, okay, guys? Well, the reason it took me so long to do this review is because I had to spend time with the game and really give you my honest opinion of it. Until next time, guys, have a good day.